Patent Motor Cars was the victim of a spectacular break-in over the weekend, with the suspect dropping from an impossible height through the ceiling to make away with 3 cars and various other stolen property. The good news here is they got the cars back.
We were suspicious Saturday during the day, during business hours. Someone came into our shop, obviously not looking to buy a vehicle, but scoping out the inside of our building.
You were suspicious at that time?
As soon as he walked in the door, we were suspicious. Yeah, so there's 4 of us in the showroom that kind of were monitoring him. And then by the time he left, he actually came over here and was checking out all our parked cars and pulling handles on everything right in front of us. Didn't care. Sitting on the lawn there with his bike and just staring at us, and sitting over here by the mural. He was here for about an hour, 2 hours. We actually called the RCMP and filed a report that there was a suspicious person in the area, and we left it at that. We kind of locked up doing our normal procedures to go home for the day, and he actually left after that. We didn't see him around, and then sure enough, the cameras show him.
Right. You know. So when did you discover that that stuff was missing?
Well, we were closed on Sunday, so it wasn't until Sunday evening around 6:45 I got a call from the RCMP saying they located a missing abandoned vehicle a couple blocks from the car lot. And then I asked some specific questions as to what was in the vehicle, and that's what led me to know we were broken into. And so I told them to go to the dealership ASAP because I've been broken into. Right. And sure enough, not even 5 minutes after the conversation, they were able to apprehend and arrest the gentleman inside the showroom.
So a bunch of stuff, and 3 cars.
Yeah, 3 vehicles, a bunch of power tools, drills, some money, battery packs, scanners, vehicle scanners, some alcohol that we had, and then basically, yeah, and then D plates, demo plates. We had 3 demo plates stolen. And it was just inside the cars. I don't know how long he was in them. We don't keep a lot of gas in the cars. Every single gas light was on, and they're minimal fuel, so we don't know how many kilometers he put on all of them. But everything was covered with huge extra large Slurpees and popsicle wrappers and Freezy wrappers. And yeah, I mean, nothing was vandalized or damaged. And I just think he was trying to stage stuff 1 block, 2 block, 3 blocks. Everything was kind of spread out and abandoned.
So the police caught the guy?
They caught him. Yeah, he had a backpack full of 50 car keys, all our car keys, and he had a bunch of our personal stuff and other things, and some information, banking information and other stuff like that he had on him.
Okay, some good news. The car's undamaged?
Yeah, 0 damage to any of the cars. He actually didn't damage anything in the showroom. We subleased to a mechanic shop in the back, Mod Garage. They had 0 missing. Just everything was rummaged through. Everything you can imagine was just kind of thrown on the ground and sorted through. I think basically more than anything he was looking for, money.
So just to back up a little bit on that, so you come back and then you look at the video, and it's pretty remarkable the way he just drops through the ceiling. What is that, about 12 feet or something?
I'd say more than that. I'd say, probably about 18 to 20 feet from the roof.
I mean, you could easily break your ankles. It sort of suggests the level of kind of desperation there.
100%. These people are desperate. They're desperate for their next fix. They're desperate for cash. They're desperate to sell things on the street. It's a scary time right now, and it's we can't leave anything unattended. We like to put convertible tops down. We like to have doors open. He came and sat in that Mini Cooper because we had it open on the weekend. It was sunny out. We can't do anything. We can't leave anything anywhere, and it's just out of sight, out of mind. So now we have to kind of figure out our next steps and work with our landlord to see what he can do with the rooftop unit. And of securing it a little better. He took a crowbar to it, of course, kicked in some doors inside and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, it sucks, but we'll have to do what we have to do to.
Yeah. All right. So, there are efforts being made to kind of take a different route with people who are habitually, breaking the law. I don't know if this individual would fall into that category at this point.
Well, that's the thing. It's we're providing a service and we're offering used cars to people, and for us to stigmatize people or stereotype people, it's going to get to that point where we're going to refuse service to people. But at the same time, when's your safety at stake then? Because the last thing we need is to turn someone away from here, and then at night he comes and vandalizes all your vehicles. So it's a safety sake for more than anything for me. It's fine for that chap to come in our shop and do what he wants to do, but I didn't feel safe in my own business, even with him walking through the front doors. So it was my safety that was that concern first and foremost. Does he have a weapon? Am I safe in my own shop? And that's the thing where that concerns me more than anything.
It's pretty unusual that you've got someone whose business winds up being the target of a crime, and you actually phoned the police ahead of time. You saw this one coming.
Well, it was bizarre. And the thing is too is as soon as I asked what kind of booze was in the car, and he said it was a bottle of Wiser's, and that was actually the telling tale that I knew we'd been broken into, because I had a bottle as a gift from a customer sitting on my fridge, and that's when I knew right away. Because, well, how else would he steal the car? He must have had the keys, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, I had a feeling. The phone rang. I like legit picked my wife up downtown. I swear, it was an unknown caller. I told her, "This is the police. We've been broken into," and I answered, and she's like, you get that gut feeling and that instinct. I knew this guy was up to no good, but what can you do?